Aaron Funkhauser, who's part of Battle Creek. That's he's actually he's actually what you would call a polite enforcer on the team. You know what I'm saying? But there's a chance that he's being run over by his wife, Shailene, who you'll probably see in future episodes. He's actually one of the key, he brings heart to the team because the characters are just incredibly written. From Dean's character, Russell Agnew, to Josh's character, Milt Chamberlain. Sounds familiar, but nah, he plays no basketball. It's like their odd couple type vibing, which is like Bruce Willis and James Bond having to work together. Them two together just having the vibe, and we just play the supporting cast holding it together. You start to see how each person helps out. Because there's friendships ahead of time, but Milt is like the golden boy. So he comes in and it's like, it's just fun. I think, everybody knows that Detroit was going through a problem, just that whole area. And to just imagine, because the criminals, they don't get a chance to, they don't have budget cuts. They get whatever they want. But, our equipment was terrible. I mean, did you see the pilot? Okay, yeah, come on. When the taser has no batteries, well, come on, you know what I mean? So it's just us having to make do, then be in a situation where a person has it all, because the feds and the cops never work together. So for them to have to coexist, it's amazing this is the first show they ever did that. Well, all right. Well, I think it also depends on what type of case you're dealing with. I mean, if it's a hard edge case, like if it's a murder or some hardened criminals and things like that, sometimes you have to fight fire with fire. You need something that can be related to, But when it's like probably like a high profile case, that's when the facts come in. You're not gonna be able to threaten nobody. You'll be like, what? I have lawyers. Get out of here. But we have the facts, and we also got pictures of you with that lady your wife was not really cool with. Then everything comes out. That's it's based on the situation, you get that. Well, in all honesty, to deal with drama in any aspect, there has to be some element of comedy because that's the balance. Comedy is actually used to heal through the process of drama. I mean, folks are getting killed. We're dealing with deaths, murders, all kinds of things of that nature. And to handle it, most police officers, when you get them off work, because I have family that's actually cops and firemen, they joke around, they play pranks on each other. It's like a fraternity. Like, the guys are ridiculous. And they have to do that just to keep the balance. I mean, if you saw what police saw every day, you probably wouldn't leave your house. Well, all right, well, first, the one thing is the feds and the cops working together. Like, usually that's like a scene in a movie. Like, I don't want the feds involved, and you just see how it's a hard-edged cop. In this one, they have to coexist. And then you start seeing the similarities between them. And just how it's like the have and have-nots. It's how they work together. That alone separates it from others. Then we have a cast that is about as wacky as you can possibly get. Like, each one of us is just so offbeat, you just wouldn't expect it. I mean, like, when was the last time you seen a detective rock this? Come on. It's not every day. This is just natural right here. We having a ball. Got my beard too. It's great. It's beautiful. Well, actually, I have to say I credit all that to the writers because by far the writing on this show is incredible. Like, every time we see a script, we're excited. We're like a kid at Christmas because it's like we're always like, wow, okay, what made them go there? What made them do this? And to see the character growth, which is always beautiful. You can see, like, from the first episode, then by the sixth episode, you'd be like, oh, okay, he's not doing that as much. What's happening? Like, folks are finding their characters and they're growing into it. It's getting to the point where you wind up finding somebody you can relate to. And as that goes on, that's when you get love for certain characters and, and also the characters look good. I mean, well, we got a pretty handsome crew on the set. I mean, not counting me, I'm not vain like that, but just saying. We have a real good looking crew. I mean, I've had a bachelor party. I had a realization of life and death to one of my close friends. My goodness, I've had a chance to see a cop that I look up to, which would be Dean, go through a real harsh situation and watch him almost lose it, which is something I'm not used to because, he's a person we look up to. There's been a lot of things going on, So, I mean, it's just, I don't want to, spoil it because you don't watch the show, you know what I'm saying? So, I'll just give you a little tidbit, little Easter eggs. You'll figure out what I mean when you see the episode and be like, oh, that's what he was saying, Vince Gilligan came up with the brainchild, and David Shore did the rewrites and adjusted it together. So they're working together to make that coexist. And it's actually, Vince is so, but just think about how trusting Vince is, you know what I'm saying? Just for Vince and Dave to be able to vibe like that. He'd be like, look, these are the characters. I got this, and that, what you got? And then Dave's like, oh, I got it from here. Go ahead, do your thing. And they're working together like that. That's beautiful. Just that trust alone, and it comes through in the writing. Like, they're both happy. They both, like, gave us, like, love and was like, yo, thank you for what you're doing. And I was like, okay, that's good. I'm glad you guys are pleased with our work. 3 things that they will see. Okay.
Good action.
First thing, you're definitely going to get a kick out of the relationship between Russell Agnew and Milt Chamberlain. Like that is, it's infectious because you want to see each one win at certain times, and you want to see how each one is going to change each other. Because you know how when you're around a person a long period of time, their personality can slowly affect you. Well, they are reluctantly with each other. At least one of them is. And when you see how they have to work together in that growth, that alone is something to watch. Then the other thing to watch is what the other characters are going through, like Cal Penn, Niblet, which is Damon, Lisa, who is Jay Cox, me, Aaron Funkhauser. It was Grapevine for them. It's just when you see how we grow through that part, and you see our relationships, that's something to look forward to. You'll get a kick out of that because that's where a lot of the comedy comes in. And let me see the third thing. How the season ends up. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't say nothing else. Cause I read it and it was hot. Oh man, this show was hot.
Awesome. Yeah.